Now, now we're getting started. Hello, happy Tuesday. It is August 13th. Super excited because we have the entire rest of the month from middle to the end now, right? We're not even at the 15th. So you have time now, and that's what we're going to talk about today, how to continue to crush August. You have time now, if you start today, to truly make moves and make a mark in August, even if you haven't done anything yet. Even if you've been like, we're so busy in school and in summer and trying to get everything together, that's okay, right? You can start now and actually see things happening. And then plus when you start now, you're going to see more things happening in December and moving forward because you're putting in the work now. We have the 15th auto ships happening in 2 days. So are you sending those messages? And I want to talk about that really fast, about customer service for auto ships. I feel like, and this is kind of a housekeeping thing. I feel like a lot of times, we hear, oh, so-and-so didn't want her auto ship to run. She didn't know it was going to run, or she meant to pause it. And now I have an upset customer, right? And now she doesn't want to thrive anymore and whatever. Okay. I'm going to tell you the best thing I ever did on the customer service side and for my customers was start messaging them 2 days before their auto ship runs, right? So today is the 13th. So I am messaging my 15th auto ship customers today. I'm letting them know, hey, your auto ship is going to run late tomorrow night, right? Because it runs midnight Eastern time. And so it's going to run late tomorrow night. If you need to make any changes or add any product, like I'm putting that out there. If you need to make any changes or add any product, let me know so I can help you get that done. That's it. Super simple. I send it to everybody. Y'all, it takes not even 5 minutes to send them to all my customers. So just make note of that customer service aspect. That way you're not going to have an upset customer that forgot to change something or forgot to skip it to payday or any of that. I know a lot of times there's that kind of that thought process of, well, if I remind them, then they might pause it or they might not order. It's so much better than having a pissed off customer. Okay. You want a customer for life. All my customers always thank me for doing that. They're like, oh, thanks so much for the reminder. Most of them don't pause or cancel. Most of them are like, you know what? I've been wanting to try this, or, hey, I need to skip 1 week or, whatever to the next because of payday or, oh, daughter had to get braces or school supplies, but they just skip it and they still order, or then they add something, right? I do have for my customers that are continuously ordering customers, I give them credits and I let them know, hey, I added credits. I would love for you to try one of our other Plus Line products on me. That's what those credits are for. What would you like to try? Those are things, right? Or, hey, for free shipping, whatever. Just something that makes them feel special, because here's the deal. They're helping you. They're probably counting as one of your get it for free. They're helping you and then, hey, we got to help you get it for free, right? So kind of just keep doing that. Stephanie, I saw you on, but maybe you went away.
Hi here.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going. As you're talking about getting rocking and rolling for August, did you guys see the email last night that went out? Dude, all freaking 4Ks can now qualify for Cancun. I got with my team. I sent out the messages. I'm working with them. And now people are like, oh, wait, now I can get it. Yes. Even when this trip came out, I told everybody, you guys run like you can earn it. Get to that 12K spot, because you just never know if they're going to open it up. Another big thing I really stress is, what if you've got a golden ticket? Because they did golden tickets before. And so a lot of people have been in my inbox like, gee, help me, Steffi, help me. This. I'm gonna help you do all the things, but it's up to you to do the work. You know what I mean? You guys are looking at your trackers. Some of you only just need that VIP 800. Do you know how freaking doable it is? I don't care if you're a customer signing machine and you have to help your person go VIP 800 with one or two of your customers. That's what I had to do. I'm okay with that because I like to see others succeed. I like to see others grab that bonus so they can go share with their social media, with their friends. Hey, I just grabbed a $200 cash bonus, $400 cash bonus, and I haven't even been doing this business for 14 days. So it is putting your head down now, staying focused, and how bad do you want it? I know so many people have not been traveling this summer because you've been so busy. I know you guys are striving and craving that team bonding time. Well, here's your chance, and might as well do it in frickin' Mexico, being spoiled, surrounded by a bunch of beautiful frickin' thrivers, and just having a good old time. So I'm so excited that they opened that up because I do have two girls who are so close. Birthday celebration. Yes, Ashley, like bring your birthday suit. Like it is just so much fun. These getaways, they change everything. My girl Siobhan, actually just last night, she earned it on her account and her hubby's. So she gets to spoil somebody on her team. But, her husband, we were met together over the weekend, and he even said it was one of those getaways where he walked in there and he was like, well, holy shit, this is like something bigger than what I imagined Thrive to be like. He just thought it was a bunch of women just doing things. But when he actually saw a group of people and the excitement and he felt the energy, he said that is where it changed his business for him. So imagine bringing your spouse to freaking Cancun and showing him a whole different vision. I'm excited for it.
Yes, absolutely. I'm so excited too. And it's bigger than the getaways, but the getaways do create a ton of bonding. They show who we are, who our leaders are. They show who our owners are. Like we see so much of corporate, like our corporate staff is just there hanging out with us, and they're not like just showing up for 5 minutes and peace out. Like they're hanging out with us. We see them throughout the day. So I think that's pretty awesome. So, okay. Right now we have so much going on. So one, I don't want you to get overwhelmed with it. But at the same time, I want you to run for it. I think a lot of times what happens is these come out, the Promoter Olympics, the most PPA right now leaderboard. We got upgrade pack, perks and QV boost and, all the things happening, right? The getaway, the make the call. Make the call, guys. Just remember, this is for any new person coming in. So if you have a new person coming in, one, they're able to go after these bonuses. I'm going to get a little, I don't know what you call it because I don't do this often, but kind of raw and real talk. Stop counting yourself out. Stop when things come about. Stop going, oh, the bonuses is only for new people. Oh, why don't they have anything for us? They just have years of bonuses for all of us to like re-rank and all the things. And we had a ton of people hitting them that were running after them. So in addition to that, you have override bonuses available with the make the call. So, and then this is hard for me, y'all, because when I came into this, we had fast start bonuses. We had an iPad mini that you could earn in your first 30 days. We had auto bonus. We had getaways. We didn't have all these other bonuses. And so I have made a really good freaking life off of the business without bonuses. So I want you to get out of the bonus mentality. Like there doesn't have to be a bonus to build your business and your bank account. Like you can build all of that just with the amazing comp plan we have here. And then they add in the bonuses. The bonus is just that. It's a bonus. Like it's a plus, like woohoo, extra, right? So I just want you, when you run this month and the rest of this month, do not run with the mentality of well, I can't hit that. I'm not a top leader. I can't do that. I can't do that. You have the ability to do so much with what they've given us. And then the bonuses, Janelle said on here, is just the gravy, right? It's just extra sauce. So with that, where do you start? You start with, are you getting your Thrive for free? Let me know. Are you getting your Thrive for free? If you're not getting your Thrive for free, that's where you start. That is the bottom foundation. You start with getting your Thrive for free. That's helping two people. Don't overthink it. Don't start with, well, nobody wants to buy it, blah, blah, blah. It's too expensive. Y'all, it was $190 for what we purchase as the Thrive Experience package now. That's 160. And people were buying it then. So don't count yourself out. Just, I got to help two people. I got to help two people. Help two people thrive so you can thrive for free. And then, hey, I want to pay it back to them. I want to return the favor. I got to help them thrive for free. And when you continue that mentality, it continues, it just trickles down. It's like a waterfall, right? And the waterfall, as it goes down, it fills up the creek or the stream or whatever it goes into. This is the idea of our comp plan. This is the idea of our refer to, get it for free. And then, like Steph said, then you're going to have people that want to do this as a business. Y'all, when I started this, I just wanted a couple extra $100 a month. Like, how awesome would that be? A couple extra $100 a month to our family. You don't have to come in this with, I want to be a millionaire. I want to hit 200K, or those are great goals. And it is okay to have those goals, because some people come in here and that's all they want. I want to hit millionaire status. I want to do this. I didn't have that goal. I just wanted a little bit, but I ran with what we had and it became a lot of it. Okay. So from that, it is okay to go, I just want to start with getting it for free, or I just want to earn a couple $100 a month. We have people that couple $100 a month has saved their family. Just continuing to get maybe $500 a month or around there, that has saved their family. That's an electric bill, like that's a orthodontist payment, like those things are huge. So I just I don't want to lecture at you today, but I feel like it's just that time. Summer's been slow. There's a whole lot of violins playing right now. So we need to get back to, what do I want out of this? What can it do for my family? And how? And the how is start with customers. Stephanie, what do you have on that? And then we'll talk about the other things available.
I think it's very important that you do get raw and real with teams. Like I just had to do that last week at the beginning. And yeah, it was last week with my teams. Like, look, we have people saying I'm cutting back on my business. I can't, I'm stopping. Okay. So I restarted all chats and I was raw and real with my team. Like, look, like I'm going to be a grandma. Like I'm going to build a legacy for my grandchild and I'm not slowing the brakes down. I want to keep going and I want to know who is still in here with me. Guys, in one of my chats, I had like 32 people and only 7 wanted to get, or 7 or 13 want to get back into this new chat. And that's okay. And I'm running with those people. Other people that have gotten to my inbox are like, well, I'm doing all the things and I'm just not getting this. I'm just not getting that. But are you doing the things? When was the last time you were on Zoom? Like I was just looking through here and the people that were just in my inbox, last night, I'm like, I don't see them, So it's like, truly, how bad do you want it? And I know as us leaders, we can sometimes get very down, very low, like, oh, they keep telling me, but they're not showing up. And then I just move on. I'm just getting to that point where I'm moving on. I want those runners. I'm into their downlines. And because it is like Amber said, what we do now is going to determine what's going to happen in December. That is Christmas. That is paying for everything, not putting things on credit cards. And that is where I would like to show my team where to focus, like still getting those samples out, getting those free accounts. Just because you haven't gotten a customer in a while does not mean that you fail at any of this. As long as you are consistent, you're sharing these products, you're passionate, still, you are freaking winning.
That's it. I lost the mute button for a second. That's it. Like just getting started is going to help you win. I'm going to call on some leaders. Jackie, I know you're driving. Can you talk?
I was hoping you call on her. I love hearing from her.
I know.
Hi,
She's got good stuff.
I love what Steph was saying, because I am with you on that. You know what I mean? Like, this is the time in the season where, yes, we're working way harder, but I just told my team, I said, there's people right now who just don't have the disposable income, right? And when they do have the disposable income, the first place they're going to spend it is themselves or their bills. But we have something where, like Amber was saying, we can get them their products for free, right? It's free to share, right? You can literally help somebody thrive for free just by them referring people, right? So there was that. But then, like, also just like, you know, if they don't have money, offer them the opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, I know it takes a lot. It's like I've been having to work that much harder on my relationships with people, and you guys have to make it like, you know, don't just be a reach out and be like, hey, do you want to thrive with me? Like, ask yourself, is this person opening up to me? Are they telling me what their objections are? And listen to what they're saying. Because if you guys can listen to what they're saying, you guys can be able to, you guys can offer them a solution, right? So listen to what they're saying. That way you can have like a solution for them. What else? I hopped on a little bit late, but I'm with you, Steph. Like, I'm literally with you. I'm like, you know what? Like, nothing, like, I'm working even harder now. Like, is it the same result? I was telling my team, I said, you know, there's a lot of funky stuff going on right now. We should not make it an excuse, right? Like the election year and all these things. And like, it is what it is, right? Like, I've heard of a lot of people right now, they're losing their jobs, people who are very talented in their industries, and they're losing their jobs. You know what I mean? So there's stuff that's happening out there in the world. You guys have to be the shine light
I think we're losing you. You're kind of glitchy.
Or they sign up with you in 6 months, or they sign
Stephanie,
up
is
with
she
you
glitchy for you
when
too?
they get a job again,
Okay.
right?
Oh, there she is.
Because you be that person. Oh,
You were glitchy. We were just like trying to follow along.
yeah.
No,
What did
I
you
think
hear last?
glitching out again. Get to a spot and then we'll come back to you. Angela, are you where you can hop on?
Hi, good morning. Happy
Hi.
Tuesday. You guys, I'm so excited. We were just on Jackie's call and we were talking about bonus season. I'm actually just like you, Amber. Our compensation plan, I was riding on passion. I still do, right? Promoting the next person, promoting the next story. I was just focused on that. And that's really what I think people like forget, right? I was somebody that didn't have the opportunity to go rank advancement like I'm always, always striving. That's how ambition like gets you. Yeah, I don't get that opportunity, but I'm okay because I feel like I'm that source to help other people. I just showed with my team, you guys, I've helped over 300K earnings of other people. And that is abundance. And I want to give you guys a bigger picture. It's creating impact where your weekly checks become a bonus check. And I don't think a lot of people see that, it's not about instant gratification. It is about serving the next person. I will say, just like what Jackie said, during these seasons, I have never believed in recession, COVID, you guys name it. I believed in making your own path and creating, opportunities for yourself. You guys know that when it is seasons like this is time you sharpen your skills. You get better at maintaining. You get better at working harder on yourself than you do with anything else, you guys. That is my biggest tip, is work extremely hard on the person that you become. I tell my team, I know where I'm going, right? I know when people want to go with people that are creating in the now and going and building into the future. I will say that our team will be Lavelle's future. We are Lavelle's future, and that's what I represent. So you guys, it is about focusing on your journey, right? Because success is different to everyone. So what I say is, I mean, nothing has changed. I just talk to new people, right? Touch and go. Don't forget about your team, but you also cannot drown. And Jackie knows this about me. I know what type of leader I am. I definitely don't put out fires. I start fires, right? And she definitely helps me with that, right? I need, like, that's why it's a partnership. But you guys, during this time, it's never a slow season. If it's quiet, it means it's less distractions for us to sharpen the things that we need to sharpen. Give yourself the things that you need. And it really does. It's about a system at home, though. It really isn't the systems you have in place, with this opportunity. It is a systematic plan that you have daily. I posted something about show me your schedule and I will show you, like, you could see your future and your, like, your present and future, because you're actually creating those professional and personal opportunities for yourself. And I realized in life, like, I did a post today. I don't care what anybody says, money buys happiness. It's just, what type of happiness does it give you? It buys me moments and feelings, you guys. And I express that. I continue to share. It gives me contribution, right? Do you guys even know what money can do for you, right? It just has to attach to a deeper meaning. And I also will say, if you are a person like Jackie, me, Twin, or any of the leaders like Amber, we're committed to our family. You could kind of tell the foundation. When you see a person that is committed, they're committed in all aspects, you guys. Like, I knew that I wanted to provide for my family, and look who can, and I pictured myself without my husband and mamas. It's you that is going to provide that, and dictate your future, right? It's not your team. So I like to say this, and I'm saying this over and over, and this is a leadership talk, that your team does not work for you. I'm sorry. You work for your team. And this is the truth. People sit there and they rely on their team. I don't do that, you guys. You got to take control and take actions. People are they stopped having fun with the fundamentals of building their business. It is so fun. You guys, lifestyle getaways, you name it. We just had a Thrive and Mingle, and it's so fun. People stop sharing the human connection and what this culture, community, and what we have to offer. But I will say, people stop selling a dream. And what I do, I continue to sell the dream, y'all. The same dream, but to new people. And that's where it's at. It's like, you guys stop talking. You talk to one person and you think that you're waiting on that one person. You're so convinced that, you're chasing potential. Stop chasing potential and become the person. My greatest advice, I'm going to leave this because I'm so passionate. Don't show up as you, okay? Because you always see people show up as you, just be you. No, I need you to show up of who the person that you want to become every single day. And we're having a mastermind with in Texas, and we were brainstorming. I'm like, no, we're gonna do a photo, and we're not gonna show up in who we are. We're gonna show up in the superwoman, the super mama, the boss mama that you are, because that's what it takes, you guys. It is showing up in your becoming, right? I'm not talking about the past. We ain't talking about the past. And if you guys have a hard time growing a team, it's because you got to sit with yourself and apply yourself. You haven't applied enough to move your spirit in motion, to really, have that confidence and that self-worth to teach the next person. That really is, I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I expect more from myself than I do from my team, you guys. And that should always be the thing. Like, stop expecting from people and expect more from yourself. And I will say, you guys can do anything. If you guys want to make 500, 100K a month, you definitely can. I just saw, who is it? It was Maria that posted her, who was it? Was it Susan or was it somebody? It was an 8-figure earner, right? I thought it was just Maria. And I was like, what? Like, How is that? Like, that's crazy. And I look up to Maria because she continued to still work in the trenches, you guys. Like, I'm just like, whoa, like she's like always innovating and trying to pivot. And that's what makes her different, you guys. We're not sitting here waiting for something. You see us leaders, we're always trying to experience, trying new things, trying to pivot so we can teach the next person. And I'm leaving it as this. I taught this on Jackie's call. Don't tell your team that what they need to do. Teach them. Teach them how to thrive for free. Teach them how to share their story. How can you help and be beside them rather than telling them what to do? That doesn't make any impact, you guys. That doesn't help a person. As you guys know, I'm such a yellow leader. I will talk about community all day, but that is my like greatest advice. It really is, work harder on yourself than you do with anything else in your home life, in reality, because people can only grow from the level that they're at. You guys, they always stop at a standpoint of growing a foundation of building people in their business because they're not where they're at, you guys. I've seen millionaires do it. I've seen people that have a lot of money do it. That's why I'm so set on living an authentic life to you, staying true to you. You're only burnt out because you're doing things that aren't you, that aren't the person that is aligned with who you want to become. That is the foundation, you guys. So get good at getting to know yourself. Sit alone. It's all right. Cry, feel it. Like, share your thoughts and share your dreams. The more seeing is believing. Like, I'm so thankful for Jackie and Twin and all of our leaders. Amber, you guys show up. Chastity, I'm so grateful for Chastity. Like, she is so, and Amber and like all of you guys, you know, Amanda, she's quiet, but trust me, it's all, they're present, right? Just take what you can, leverage them. You guys, present leaders are rare. People that want to help people, they're rare. So I'm going to take advantage. I will go to Chastity's home. I'm going to take my people with me too. Like, let's go invite people. And the first thing that I've learned in network marketing is learning how to invite people to events. So invite somebody to the next Oz, invite somebody to this opportunity call, this plugging in, just invite one person. The power of one more. You guys seen that with Ed Milet. So that's all I have to share. I get so passionate. I'll probably go on, but thank you for letting me share.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Like, we couldn't have scripted that better. Like, I'm so glad I called on you. I feel like that was, if you didn't get something from that to be able to get off of this in a little and go run, I don't know what else we could do for you. I will say one thing I want to talk about that you brought up, Angela, is Thrive and Mingles. I think it's really important because, you know, when we started this, we were doing, at the time they were called locals, we were doing these get-togethers, gatherings, locals, Thrive and Mingles. We were doing these all the time, whether it was hundreds of people in a room or 10 people in a room or 20 people in a room. I know Susan still has them regularly. Jackie, Angela, I know y'all are very much about those get-togethers as communities. Who wants to talk on that really quick? Susan, I know I don't know if you're where you can unmute. Susan, Jackie, I know y'all do those. How does somebody, like, let's encourage them on what that looks like. Because sometimes it's like, oh, I don't know what to do. And I don't know how to book a room, or what do I have to do, or how do I start one, or where do I go? Who wants to take that? Jackie, you want to talk on that?
I could, yeah. I literally just posted, I think last week, about the first event that I ever did. And you guys, like, you know, when you guys think of these like locals and Thrive and Mingles, like, we've been doing them forever. Yesterday, I just made an album in my phone, and I just typed this into my phone, you guys, because I have like almost 250,000 photos and videos in my phone. And when I type groups in my iPhone, it'll pull up all the group photos with lots of people in it, right? So I was like, wow. And I went in there and I made an album, and there was like over 200 group photos of these big groups, right? A lot of them were Thrive Paloozas, a lot of them were Thrive and Mingles, locals from way back in the day. So yes, our team has been solid about doing these events, and they are very important. I've learned from my mistakes. And especially if you guys are brand new starting off, like you guys might be limited on funds and, just resources and stuff on how you guys can put these things together. You guys can do this at a very low cost as if you're a little bit creative or if you're just resourceful. Okay. Locals and stuff, like my very first, we've done some, like Twin and I, we did our whole first one together. So she went a whole 10 months in the business, even longer, maybe even longer, because this local happened in a January. So she was here for like almost a year and a half, right? Before she even did her first event, like that kind of event, right? She was doing booths and stuff by herself, but like that one, we got a community center or a community room. So somebody's apartment building, we used that room. So that's an idea for you guys. If you guys know anybody that lives in a complex, you guys can rent that thing per, for the day or per hour. You guys can split the cost with each other. Some of them are even free. You guys can do it by somebody's pool even. These are just ways where you guys can do it for free. And then I think I learned this, it might have been from Amber. I learned on a call, basically like, you can, instead of renting out a space, you guys can just ask a restaurant, a local restaurant, anywhere in your community. Maybe you want to support a small business and say, hey, like I want to hold a little event here. It's going to be like X amount of people. Do you have like a space in your restaurant that maybe you can just kind of like separate for us? And they'll do it. They'll allow a little private party because they want the business, right? You guys can order some appies. You guys can order like some food, things that people will actually use, right? Or eat, and then, host and do your presentation there. If you guys want to do a presentation style, you guys can, which is somebody talks about what the 3 steps is, right? And then you'll have a couple people sharing their stories. And then after, you guys go over the opportunity, right? Letting somebody know that there's a way that they can make money by the next Tuesday is key, right? You guys can talk about some of the fun stuff, which is like, you can get
Hey,
your
Jackie, I'm
calculator.
going to jump in really quick. Susan has
Yep.
to jump off, but she has a lot of these, so I wanted to hear her as
Okay, yeah,
well.
go ahead.
And then I want to come back to you on that.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm actually going to completely agree with Jackie. Everything she said is exactly what we do. Like the one we're doing tonight, they have a little room in the back. I invited everybody. I said, hey, come tonight. I'm getting appetizers and come pack yourself a sample. So I have elite, classic, and pro line samples tonight. They're going to come in. They're going to pack themselves a sample. We're going to actually customize their sample for them. What do you want? What do you need? And we just invite anybody and everybody, and we take a picture and we send it to Lavelle. And then guess what happens? After you do several of those, you get free shit. So it's awesome. I'm telling you right now, do not overthink it. Just get online and book one that's, I'm sorry, they say 7 days, but it's actually 8 days. You got to book it 8 days out. Just start booking it. Do online stuff too. That's great. But just book it, because nothing fills your heart and your, like, we're sitting here talking about people who are just like, I can't do this. Okay. Nothing fills your cup more than being around other thrivers who will encourage you. So tonight, I don't know how many people will show up. There may be 5, there may be 20. I don't know, but I don't care. We're going to meet for an hour in a free room. I'm going to buy some appetizers. I might spend $15. That is literally all it's going to be. Everybody can buy their own wine. I'm not doing that. So if you're coming tonight, you're on your own, on your wine. Hey, girls, Jackie, I did not want to interrupt you. You're doing a great job, but I agree 1000% with everything she said, but I got to jump off and go to a meeting.
Thank you so much.
Good
She
luck.
was like, I was going to talk. And then I was like, oh, shoot, I'll just grab you real quick.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, just do it. Stephanie said, I'll bring the wine. Here's something that I want you to think about too. Do not overthink it, right? Just have a meeting, just get together. I think it's Siobhan Birch that they get together, like their local Thriving Mamas, they do lunch. They, whether it's a team meeting or not, but think about that. If you're getting together with your team at a lunch or an evening or whatever, then you can bring and invite customers, and customers can bring and invite potential so they can get it for free. And two, like the free, I know some people are like, well, our restaurant charges or this place charges. Get with them on not a Friday or Saturday night, right? Like not on a busy time. A Monday, a Wednesday, hey, can we have a corner of the patio? It's still patio weather, right? Can we have a corner of the patio? Can we, have a large, we may have 12, we may have 20. I'm not quite sure. Like get with the restaurant on what can you do for us. We would love to promote your business. Like remind them, we would love to promote your business. We would love to promote your restaurant. We want as many people to leave here and tell everybody about how awesome your restaurant is, right? Especially if there's a new restaurant or something, or a new wine bar, or whatever. Those places are trying to get the word out. So they may be willing to help you, help me, help you kind of thing. Okay, Jackie, back to you.
Parks, you guys, parks are free. If you guys are somewhere where the weather's amazing, parks are free. These are like Thrive and Mingle / local things. And when it comes to getting your people there, right, you definitely want to get every promoter that's on board there and have them invite people, right? Have them bring a friend to support them, have them bring a family member, a cousin, whatever. The more people, the better. Every time after you guys are done doing your presentation or your local or sharing stories and all that stuff, gather everybody for a photo, right? That's like a really big thing that our team does, is we get them all for a photo. I mean, I don't care if they're thriving or not thriving. Everyone is so willing to hop in the photo because they're like, everybody's so inviting. They're like, hey, come here, like come in the photo. No, you're not sitting out. And they'll come in and they feel like they're a part of something, right? And we take these photos and these photos are amazing. Like there's so many people in it. We include the kids. That's another thing that, if people are bringing their kids, I try to keep my events as family friendly as possible, because if we're promoting a business where you can work from home and be next to your kids and you're telling someone that you can't bring kids, I mean, I understand if it's like a nighttime event and there's like alcohol involved, like obviously the kids are not coming, right? But keeping a kid friendly event, especially if you're doing it during the day, like that's another thing, right? What else is there about locals
Yeah,
and
so
events?
do family friendly, but with the new rules with the Thrive and Mingles, take 2 pictures. Take a photo with the families and a photo without kids, because it does say photos 18 and up only. I think it's probably like a privacy deal, like they're trying to
Oh,
follow.
wow. I did not read that. Thank you, Amber, for sharing. So yes,
It's
I
in
will
the
keep
new
that in
rules.
mind. Interesting. What else is there? But as far as like, you guys don't have to have, like I was writing in the comments, you guys just have to bring your energy, right? You guys can collaborate. If you guys are trying to do samples, maybe one person bring a box of capsules, somebody else bring a box of shakes or like whatever. Somebody bring 2 shakes, somebody bring the pack of DFTs, right? When you guys see the BOGOs and the big sales and stuff that come out, like those are times for you guys to not just buy stuff for yourself, but to stock up, like to have a little bit. I don't want to say stock up because you don't want like a whole bunch of stuff, but you need a little bit of stuff to contribute to some of these events or to, get your people on Thrive. And if you don't have the products right away, maybe you might do like a raffle, like somebody win a free sample. That's another thing I do to my events too. I always have a ballot, my little ballot. When people come and they check in, I ask who referred them. I ask for their details, right? Name, mailing address, email, phone number. That way they can get a free account. And then I ask, what are your goals? If you guys don't know, like, if you guys have not heard of my script, I have a script. Let me just post it into the chat right now. And if you guys are here, grab this, screenshot it, like save it in your notes, copy paste it. But this is the script. I use this thing every day. I've used it since the beginning of my business. But this is basically, I have this on a little ballot as well. And everybody that comes to any of my events, they put on here what their goals are. Like this is what I get from them at the events, because one, I have all their information. I can reach out to them later. If they put who referred them, I will send it back to that person, right? Because we're doing an event together. And then these things like, what are your goals? They're automatically, if they fill this out, they're learning about what Thrive can do for them. Oh, this is going to give me energy. They have weight loss, targeting problem areas. I need that. Mental focus, get my products for free. Key one here, if you want to find a business partner, just if they check earn extra income, if I like it, that gives you like the permission to, hey, like, why don't you do this opportunity with me? I see that you checked, you wanted extra income. Like, all I need you to do is love the product, right? These are little steps of how you can get in. You guys need this, okay? Like I use it at all my events and stuff. And I love what Susan was saying in the last in the last, whatchamacallit, when she was on here for a second, is making their own samples, right? Making it interactive, because when they are actually making their own samples, like they feel an attachment to it because they're the one that picked it. They're the one that picked that shake flavor. They're the one that picked it up. So they, like, that's gold too. We had some of our girls do that at a mingle. Like, and it was a hit, right? It was a hit when they were able to make their own samples. I mean, of course, you need somebody monitoring that, because otherwise people will just go and grab handfuls of stuff, like handfuls of blast, handfuls of things. And, it doesn't just have to be the 3 steps. If you guys have some like thirst or blast or extra things laying around, collagen, I've seen other events and stuff where they'll open a like a sample bar with like the gummies, right? Like little things, like those things that's $30 for collagen gummies. Like, why don't you try our gummies? But the main thing with these events is they need to hear stories, right? They need to hear they need to hear about the stories, because it's the stories that really changes lives, right? They don't know they need vitamins. They don't know that vitamins work in the way that Thrive works, right? So that's something they need to hear about. If you guys do not have experience, you guys are scared of public speaking and all these things, here's the thing. The only thing you need to know to share your experience is your experience. That's it. Like, it's your experience, right? So share that. And then if you guys, like, I don't want to say if you guys suck, but if you guys are not comfortable yet talking about the company, the opportunity, just play the 3 steps video. Just play some of the videos that Lavelle has that are already talking about this stuff. You guys don't have to talk about it. You guys don't have to be like this big leader that knows how to speak about the opportunity and all these things. Just come with your experiences. If you guys have a TV, or I mean, even if you guys had a little iPad and had people circle around it, like, hey, I want to play this video for you guys. It's that simple, right? Play the 1, 2, 3 video.
Yeah,
some of
and
those-
on the Thrive 123, the new Thrive 123 website, those videos are great, short, simple, sweet, and they really tell what Thrive is. They tell a quick synopsis on the promoter side. Also, we used to do this all the time, and especially now we've got Zoom. Like, I don't know, we can do it more. Either speakerphone or FaceTime your leader into an event, right? Like, you're 80K, 200K, whatever. Put them into your small event. You're starting small. Hey, I want you to hear from Jackie. She's amazing. Jackie, I'm so excited. You're in Canada and we're in Nashville. Like, want you to share with my girls. It's that easy.
And you know what? That is an amazing tip. And it does not have to be a group full of people. If you are in front of a promoter, or like even if you're with your upline, and you guys are having lunch or whatever, go FaceTime or Instagram call or Facebook call somebody. Go, because Joanna used to do this. Joanna's on fire right now. She's probably going to be GOAT next year at Palooza. She signed a lot of freaking people, right? A lot of people. They're all like really, really great people. She's building an amazing team. But like a couple, I think it was in January, I was with her in Vegas, and guess what she does? She meets me for the first time, right? We're sitting there, we're getting to know each other in person, in real life, and she's FaceTiming her girls. She's FaceTiming them and be like, hey, like, hey sis, what's up? Like, and just having a one-on-one, like, just not even talking about Thrive much, but kind of talking about Thrive. Like, I have Jackie here. So they're seeing it's in real life, right? Like, this is something you guys can do. Like, doesn't even have to be during a local, but what Amber said, like, if you guys do have a group of people, you can just say like, hey, I'm going to call, one of our leaders, give your leader a heads up and be like, hey, I have my living room full right now. I mean, you guys can do this stuff in your living room. I have my living room full right now. Are you free for a call? I'm going to put you on a video call, and just get them all excited, right? And just be like, hey, hey Amber, I wanted to introduce you. Like, look at, like, we're all gathering here today. Like, it's super exciting. We just shared our stories. And then Amber's like, validating us. She's excited we're meeting. That's the movement, right? Like, that is literally the movement. You guys can do this like free. Honestly, the little intimate settings are amazing, just because you guys actually get to connect. You guys get to ask questions to each other. That's another thing too, with like, another thing, if you guys do locals and you guys do have people sitting down presentation style, get the crowd involved. Like, if you're doing giveaways, you might ask somebody like, oh, you won this, like pull their name and then just say, what do you need? Do you need better energy? Do you need better sleep? Like let them decide what you're going to give them, right? If you guys have like a little like selection of stuff, and then somebody might be like, I want to sleep better. Like, great, like here's your sleep gummies, like, or whatever, right? It might even just be a little tiny sample of sleep gummies. You guys, it does not have to be big, extravagant, and fancy. Even though, like if you guys are all about being, extra, be extra, right? It's an experience that your people will appreciate. Anything else, Amber?
I love
Oh,
it.
you know what? Okay,
Oh.
one thing strategically, I don't know if you guys talked about this, the gut health call tomorrow. Okay, did you guys talk about this yet?
But
No?
isn't it the 21st? Is it tomorrow?
Is it the 21st? I thought it was, is
Stand
it
by.
the, uh-oh. Was I telling people the wrong thing? I just saw Wednesday. I'm so
Is
bad.
it Wednesday, August 21st? Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to give them kudos because they actually sent it ahead of time. So we're so used to getting it. Now get on tomorrow. So yeah, it's next Wednesday.
Damn it. I was so excited. I wanted it to be tomorrow, but I'll give you guys strategy just for that. Try to gather up as many of your customers and just people in general, anybody who's interested in gut health. That call is open for customers. And the moment they hear Jason Camper's voice, they're going to be like, who is this talking? Right? I'm sure he's gonna be speaking about it because it's his jam, right? But yeah, invite your customers who are loving their Thrive experience. Like, a lot of people start taking Thrive, they don't even know what they're putting into their bodies yet, right? They don't even know how powerful like gut health is. They're just literally start because they're like, I want to lose weight. Yeah, me either. I had no idea either. It's like now we're like gut health advocates, but you guys gather up people to hop onto that call, right? Gather them up to hop onto that call because they might get turned on. Like I've had a lot of people who get turned on just because they heard Jason Camper speaking and they're like, wow, like, they need to hear a little bit more. They need to hear a little bit more, not just from you, right? But you guys like it is Make the Call coming up, with the new they opened up the getaways for 4Ks. Did you guys talk about that?
Yes, at the beginning.
Okay, yeah, which is huge. And if all you need is a VIP or a 4K, like reach out to your 4Ks who have been here, reach out or try to reach out to new friends. And like for me, if I qualify and I don't have a guest, I can literally take that brand new person because I don't have a guest yet, right? So I might right now, this is my Hail Mary. I'm gonna like actually reach out to some people and be like, if you VIP 100, I will take you with me. Like, are you game? Right? You guys can try that if you guys, are willing to give up your spot to your brand new person, right? And you might even intentionally pick somebody who you have been waiting for, right? Like a good friend of yours, just be like, hey, if you VIP 800 and you qualify me, I will take you, right? Same thing with a 4K. Maybe you have a 4K, somebody who has not hit 4K that's been sitting for a little bit, but maybe their volume every month is like, almost 2,000. Hit 4K and I'll take you with me, right? Like that would be a way. But that's all I got, Amber.
Okay, stand by. I'm copy pasting things. Okay, so I want to talk on something that and you can kind of follow on this, Jackie, as well. Something that really hit me when Angela was talking. I don't know if you heard her, but she was just talking about getting better at being you and doing the things, and if this is a slow time, right? So it really got me thinking. We always talk about consistency, right? Like this is the time that you've got to get better at being consistent. And it's also the time, because it's summer, because it's crazy, because of all the things right now, the economy, the groceries jumped up again, whatever, right? This is the time that it's harder to be consistent sometimes. So this is the true time to be consistent. And, y'all know me, I always talk about, I really everything to farmers. I didn't even grow up on a farm. I don't know why I do that, but it's really, you think about a farmer and like a cornfield or a wheat crop or whatever they have, green beans, whatever, right? It all starts way before. It all starts with the land, right? So if they're in the middle of a drought and they're not stopping, they're not giving up, like, well, there's no rain, so can't do anything. Like they try as hard as they can, they continue to be consistent, and they prepare the ground. They, they till it, they work extra hard, they figure out how to bring in water, they continue to be consistent so that when the rain comes, the ground is ready. And once that rain comes, the ground is ready. Now they can continue on their same consistent path of planting and continuing to pay attention to the seeds and sowing in the field and the seeds and all the things. Yes, Angela, we are farmers. And the rain is coming, y'all. The rain is coming. So I just think that this is that time, continuing to plant the seeds, continuing to be consistent. Do your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, even when you don't feel like it. Even if you think, oh, my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 isn't working for me. Yes, you're not working for it. Turn around. Get busy at being consistent. Get better at being consistent. Get better at getting up and getting out of bed. Are you taking your capsules later? No, get up, roll over, take those capsules, get busy, get up, get going, and continue into those daily tasks. Then when you force yourself to do those daily things, those income producing activities, guess what happens? It becomes natural. It becomes second, what do you call that? Second nature. It becomes just a normal thing that you do on the daily. And while at the beginning, it's hard, you feel like you're forcing it, the more you continue to do it, the more natural it is. And then it's like, oh, this is it. This is easy. This is how I grow. This is sharing with others, finding others, all the things. Angela, you got anything on that?
I just want to say, yeah, just have fun, you guys. I tell my team all the time, it's not that serious. When you're doing things, when you're trying to survive, it's unethical and you start to try to convince people. But why I say work harder on your home life is because you want to be thriving. I told my team too at that local, I was like, I actually didn't do anything, and you should never take credit from your team, right? Because they did that. And I said, I was just thriving. Right? To say that you're just thriving and sharing is totally different than saying that you're freaking trying to survive. You are burnt out, doing all the things. Life is about, I've learned, subtracting yourself from things. Doing less, right, is more. So it's not that you need to add more, you need to subtract more. Whether if it's an environment, if it's taking a space in your mind, it is not for you. That is draining you. So learn how to take yourself from a different environment, subtract people, places, things that don't serve your purpose. And that's the biggest thing, you guys. It is subtraction, not adding. You don't need to do more. You don't need to plug in. You don't need to do all these things. Subtract. And this is when I was going through my transition, I remember going to Jackie. It was like 2-3 years ago. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. She goes, you know what, just add, duplicate what you love and subtract what you don't. And that really just instilled in my mind. And as you grow, you guys, you're going to feel alone. I know some of you guys feel alone, but I will tell you, if you feel alone, if you feel like you don't have a team, and you feel like you do have a team, but you feel alone, congratulations, you guys. You are meant to sit with yourself, clear all distractions, and figure out how can you do better. That really is it, you guys. It is for you to clear all your declutter your way, clear and remove yourself from things that no longer serve you. And then so you can focus on what you're doing on the daily so you could become better. I promise you, when you focus on that, when you feel alone, that is the time where you pivot, you sharpen your skills, you figure it out. You subtract things, right? And then slowly add things that you love. It is about finding passion in your work, you guys. It really is. People, I grew, you'll see it. I'm obsessed with changing lives. And it's just an obsession that I could wake up and do in my sleep. And even a rank would even allow me to show up the way that I do, because I have an unshakable belief in our opportunity. I have an unshakable belief in you. You guys, really, I believe that you guys believe it too, that this is a gateway for whatever that your heart desires. It is true. Believe it. I believe in you. I need you to push a little bit forward today and every day, not just occasionally. That is your problem. You show up occasionally for what you say that you're committed to. Stop showing up occasionally and follow through. That is it. Follow through and be the person that you promise yourself. That's really what it is. Be the person that you said that today I was going to wake up and like, hang out with my kids. It starts with that. I said I was going to hang out with my kids. I said I was going to do a post. I said I was going to do a follow-up. That is it. It really is that simple, right? But it really takes clearing the decks. So remove yourself from things that no longer serve you. And that's where you thrive. All that weight, let go and focus on who you want to become today, you guys. So thank you for letting me share, Amber. I really appreciate your leadership. The person that you are is not your titles, to be honest. I really respect, you. Every time I see you, you're so goofy and giddy and fun, and it's a vibe, you guys. It's the vibe she brings. And
I love
Amber,
that you said goofy.
yeah, you're goofy and you like to have fun. You're like so like like in Delulu land, but it is like that's what life's about, It is the vibrations that Amber has, guys, and it is the vibrations. It is. They talked about this like other Zooms, somebody else's Zoom, but it's her vibe. If you guys see somebody, it aligns with what she is like sharing. So her energy, not energy, but yeah, it's fun. You guys make it fun. It's not that serious. I always tell people Thrive enhances our life. Remember why it enhances our life, right?
Yeah.
So it is the people. So thank you so much, Amber. You're an amazing person. I don't like to say leader or mentor, but you're so present for your people, and that's the culture that we continue to want to like continue because of you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Y'all are so sweet. I didn't expect to end the Zoom this way. I was thinking ended on the mic drop of all of your gold that you just dropped out there. But yes, I'm goofy. I can be serious too. That's the Gemini. Like Jackie said, I can be extremely crazy, but then get back down to business at the same time. So thank you, guys. It is Tuesday. It is payday. No matter what the amount of your check, it's more than you had if you weren't sharing about this business. And if you want it to be more, go help more people. Like Angela said, make it about serving others, not about what can I do for me, but what can I do for the next tired, exhausted mom? What can I do for this person that just came on my team that told me I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I need extra money? Go help that person, and then just keep finding the next person to continue to help with that mindset. Thanks, guys. Thank you all so much for spending your time with us today. I hope that you turn around and take one or two things that you learned on here and go apply it. Don't just sit on this information. Bye, y'all.